did you not just pay him before? You not paid him again? Whatever, because she gonna get mad at me. So it's like whatever. Okay.
You can't be worried about what these girls gonna think. Okay, on period. You got a job. You got a job to do. Okay, on period. It's your job to have an opinion. Okay, no matter who it is.
Shit. Look at me. I can't even get the tea out. Fuck.
Who it is. Okay? So this is my opinion, Madison. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for my chance to put my fingers on Maddie. Okay, and she can't come put her mouth on me. Hey, you don't even know me, Maddie. You don't even know me when, okay? But you know you're wrong for what you're doing to Oliver. Okay? You know you're wrong for what you're doing to Oliver Twist, okay? This is not the first time.
So this video not gonna be long.
I fell out over money. Okay? Oliver Twist being exposed, Maddie, for being cheap. And paid. Okay, and I just find it odd how people claiming to be rich and successful all the time suffer from the Sharif Whitfield syndrome when it comes time to pay for their hard work. Okay, and I don't like people calling Oliver Twist messy because I don't think he's messy for exposing T.S. Madison. Okay, people need to learn to give credit where credit is due, okay? Her mentee, I don't know if you guys remember T.S. Madison mentee, he had the same problem, the exact same problem, giving credit where credit is due, okay?
Who, Beyonce?
I don't see nothing wrong with Oliver Twist wanting his recognition. As a matter of fact, I believe that he deserves his recognition because I've seen him literally work from the bottom, okay?
Ooh. Listen, I feel like this. T.S., if you owe this man money, you was literally saying this was your gay daughter. Like, how do you say somebody is your child and you not pay them? What kind of mother are you? Like, it's not giving parenting. At the end of the day, Oliver, if you wrote Cozy, if you wrote that script, you deserve to be paid. I'm all about not working for free. Get your money. She was able to buy a second home out there in the woods somewhere with your money. Get your money. I know you want a home. I know you want a mansion. I know you want the finer things.
You better read, Couture.
Okay, I know you want to be at the Beyonce concert saying black as... I'm sorry.
Come on. Yeah, you got a little bit more in your spirit. Come on.
I just don't like that. Pay your people.
And it was bound to happen. Oliver Twist is just growing so much out of the shadow of, you know, the person he came up with. And, you know, the more he grows, the more inferior I feel like T.S. Madison is becoming because she was comfortable with him beneath her.
She was cozy.
And that's where she wanted to keep him.
She was comfortable in her skin.
That's how a lot of these people are, these gatekeepers.
She was cozy.
A lot of people like to consider T.S. Madison like a LGBT.
She was cozy.
In a sense, so you know, I felt like she got comfortable with Oliver.
She was comfortable in her skin.
For her,
cozy,
free labor. She got used to taking all of the credit for all of his.
She was cozy.
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe in this. Shake the table, and I also want.
She was cozy.
Negotiate that deal. Don't work for free. Free labor is slave labor, okay? It's Black History Month. The fact that he was speaking his truth and wasn't even tagged, because that's what I saw. T.S. Madison was like, well, people came and talked to me. Well, you need to talk to those people because why would they incite beef with someone simply saying, my contribution to the world is I wrote this thing, everybody hear it. We've heard Renaissance was the biggest tour of our millennia, right?
Yeah.
And then we see you parading all the because every time she fights with somebody, she throws that in our face. I work with Beyonce.
Oh yeah, you go. You better know it.
You wouldn't have got that opportunity.
It's pinned on our Instagram.
According to him. So we gotta negotiate our deals better. I need all my independent contractors to take a contracting class. Take any type of class where it teaches you how to market your brand because the wolves are acting like sheep. They're like, oh, I love you. Because I remember seeing T.S. Madison saying, this my gay daughter, this my gay daughter. And the moment there was some tension, oh, at that me, blah, 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 you couldn't at me, you didn't at me. That is weird to me. I'm like, child, not the advocate of the community fighting. It's crazy, Rakeem Jobs. You speak highly of that. So honestly, how do you feel?
I have my own personal feelings about TS, not advocating for a lot of the LGBTQ people in the community, because it's a lot of people that do things for a lot of the people that have somewhat, as they say, arrived in the community, and then they don't reach back and get their people and give them a boost. And it's like somebody gave you a boost, and that's why you are where you are.
Amen,
somebody gave you an opportunity, and that's why we see you.
Amen,
and it's like, everybody didn't, and this is no shade, but it can be taken as shade. Everybody didn't, can I say this? Everybody didn't do OnlyFans. Everybody didn't prostitute. Everybody didn't, do all type of things just to get notoriety.
Videos.
And get their name out there. Some of us actually did regular stuff, and that's why we are where we are. I know that's my story. And I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like, for some of us, we're crafty, and we do what we do. And it's like, when we do this, we try to, be a support to some of our bigger name celebrities that are in the community. And then it's like, when you do those things, these people don't support. They say, oh, I love what you did. I love what you did. Thank you. And you say, oh, well, can you support me on your channel? And they don't do it. They'll go support all the women because they want the support of the women, because they have a point that they're trying to prove. And it's like, instead of you just being who you are, as you say that you are, because, we love our trans girls and everything like that. But instead of trying to be and prove a point, just be who you are. But you're trying to prove a point to women.
So let me finish stuffing the last part of this burrito. Then I'm going to add my 2 cents. And I ain't got but 2, because I ain't really got a lot to say on this. So, I'm trying not to be that messy with T.S. Madison. I recently went to a show that she did in Atlanta, and I supported the show.
Let's talk about our infamous.
Let me flip this around. I recently went to a show that she did in Atlanta, and it was the Black Queer Show. It was a Black Queer show where they was like showcasing different artists in and outside of the community. And I wanted to see how she would act if she ever saw me in the same space with her. And y'all could tell it wasn't me being messy, because I would have been talked about it if I was being messy. But, I'm in Atlanta, so it's like, I figure eventually, because I am a creative, we will run, we will bump into each other somewhere. So when I found out she was doing a show, she was emceeing a show, I went to the show. And I even said, hey, goddess. And she looked at me and rolled her eyes and walked out the club with her security. And but I genuinely wasn't trying to be messy. Like, I just don't want it to be awkward. Like, I really wanted to perform on the show that night, but she would have had to introduce me. So that would have been weird. So it was better just to go and observe and check it out. But what I have to say about this whole cozy, comfortable thing is that Beyonce, T.S. Madison idolizes Beyonce. Idolizes Beyonce. And I think the thing that she has that's different from Beyonce is that she's more vocal. She shares more. Like, she can be in front of the camera more. She can talk more. That's her art form. She has gotten to a place in her career where she can be vulnerable enough to draw people in and to make people gravitate towards her. She's become a powerful storyteller. She's become powerful with how she tells her story. And she can captivate you through telling her story. So Beyonce doesn't have that. Beyonce is where she is because Beyonce will release a documentary every now and then. She's very calculated, but I think a lot of people pull from Beyonce's narrative, pull from Beyonce's strategy to becoming a billionaire. So I definitely think this is a case of T.S. Madison pulling from a play in Beyonce's book. You know, I'm gonna take the credit. I'm gonna get all the money. Excuse me. I'm gonna take the credit. I'm gonna get all the money. You know, it's just giving me Beyonce. It's giving me Beyonce vibes. And this is the reason why I'm not too mad at her, because if this is what the gay community is praising, because y'all praise Beyonce, y'all worship Beyonce, and don't get me wrong, I don't hate Beyonce. Beyonce don't, you know, like it. I just don't have that many strong feelings about her. I did not go to any of the Renaissance tour. I didn't go to any one of them. And we not gonna say it's because I couldn't get tickets, because toward the end, them bitches was cheap. And my girlfriend had 2 tickets to the concert and she didn't go. She gave them to somebody else. And she didn't give them to me. Like, she would have given them to me, but she looked at me and she was like, girl, you don't really like Beyonce like that. And I was like, I legit just wanted to go to say I went to be nosy. Like, and it was the truth. Like, I really, like, I used to like Beyonce when it was, ooh, boy, you're looking like you like what you see. Won't you come over and check up on it? Like I was that I was, let me upgrade you, Beyonce. I was here for that, because that's where I was at in consciousness. But, you know, here lately, I haven't really been here for her like that. I like that I was here, I've done, and I miss you like every day, wanna be with you. So I know Beyonce music, but it's not like, oh, I just love Beyonce. Like, I really don't, you know, but that's how T.S. Madison is, and you could see the Beyonce spirit on her. You know, you could see that spirit on her of, you know, bitch, I'ma take credit, bitch, it's a privilege and an honor for you to work with me, bitch. I'm Madison, bitch. I worked with Beyonce, bitch. Do you know who the fuck I am, bitch? I'm that girl. I'm that bitch. It's very much that energy. And so you have to pay attention. People are showing you who they are. They're showing you who they are. And our community, I don't really feel too sorry for Oliver Twist, because that spirit is probably in him as well. You know, a lot of these butch queens be out here trying to make it look like they be so upset and they be so devastated over how they're being treated. But y'all talent and y'all are into the most superficialist, shallowest bitches. You do. You run toward the bitches with a look. You know, and this is the reason why these bitches need you to write for them. This is why these bitches need you to dress for them. This is why these bitches need you as assistants, because they're so shallow. They've only focused on their look. Their look is the only thing that they had going for them. And so y'all gravitate towards T.S. Madison because she doesn't mind doing whatever it takes to get attention, and she has her look together. And y'all, that's how y'all want. Y'all want a bitch y'all could dress up like a Barbie. You don't want a bitch with no substance. Y'all, that's what butch queens do. Y'all run towards bitches for a look, for an aesthetic. And then you might give the bitch some life if she went to college, if she has some type of academics that you could also praise her for. So if the bitch got a degree, or if the bitch got her look together, y'all live for those types of girls. Y'all live for those type of girls that basically love validation from massa, love validation up on this plantation. Them the bitches y'all run for. The bitches that's sweating validation on the plantation, that will do anything for validation from massa. Look at me, I's got my letters behind my names. Look at me, I's looks just like the woman. That's what y'all like. That's what all you butch queens like. So I can't really say I feel too bad for y'all, because that's what y'all cater to. Y'all cater to bitches that worship patriarchy and that worship the design of society the way it is, that worship the design of, they're trying to seek approval from Big Brother. Y'all, those are the type of bitches y'all put on a pedestal. A bitch that know her place. But then when she show you who she really is, when she show you she more nigga than you fucked up about it. Cause that's what T.S. Madison had done. She showed y'all. She put them wigs on and she gave you mug and she slaved for mug and she gave y'all all that body. But at the end of the day, she showed y'all she was more about that patriarchy and more about that nigga shit than you was. Now y'all mad. So I really don't have too much bad to say about her because T.S. Madison is playing the game how it goes. T.S. Madison is playing the game how it was presented to her, and she's dominating in the game. She's dominating. Y'all set the stage for it to be like this. Don't try to act like y'all worried about, don't try to act like y'all really give a care about people in the community. You give a care about certain people. Y'all just as invested in gatekeeping as she is. Y'all just as invested in making sure that only college indoctrinated people, only people who have been vetted, only people who fit into the aesthetic, only people who are willing to blend and play nice in the sandbox and who gonna go along with respectability politics. Y'all just as invested in making sure that all of those people maintain the ranks of power. So hey, T.S. Madison playing the game, how the fuck you go? So I ain't gonna give her too much. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna call it what it is, and that's what none of you bitches have never liked about me, and I'm okay with that because I don't need a bitch to write for me. Bitch, I could have wrote you something better than Cozy. Bitch, I could have been got you on a Beyonce album, bitch, with my writing skills, bitch. I don't need a Butch Queen to write for me. What happened? What it was? Now, I would love to work with some producers and some editors, but I know how to do that too. It's not much I can't do, bitch. So that's not my struggle. I don't have your coins because I wasn't willing to do some of the things that you have been willing to do. Because let's remember, T.S. Madison don't really owe the black gay community all that much. Y'all didn't start putting her on until she had done already proved herself. It was the white kids, the white children that was giving her opportunities before the niggas was. If we gonna go ahead and keep it real. It was that wild network. Then she maneuvered and hooked up with Kaya and got the black women locked down, got the church community locked down, and then that's when the black queer community, because at first y'all didn't see it for her. At first the black LGBT community was reading her. The bougie elite gatekeepers was like, no, this bitch was doing porn. Y'all was looking at her like she was a nasty bitch. And y'all didn't want to be bothered. But then when y'all saw she wasn't going nowhere, that the algorithm loved her, that white folks were exalting her and putting her on a pedestal and giving her opportunities, and you saw that this bitch wasn't going anywhere. You saw that you wasn't going to be able to ignore this bitch and it was going to go away. Then that's when y'all started welcoming her to the table. But it was them white children. It was the white children. And then she got the black female audience when she paired herself with Kaya. But when she does what she does to the black gay community, oh, trust me, she motherfucking kept receipts. She remember who was there for her and who was supporting her. Because I remember I had a little argument that we went backwards and forwards on, and I had to ask her why she was coming for the black LGBT community like that. Me and her, it's receipts. They way back in the past where I made a video questioning her about why she was coming for the LGBT community like that, and she said why. Because the the black LGBT community was not supporting her. They did not see it for her because she was a porn star. And you know black people wheeze about respectability politics. We not finna get embarrassed in front of Madison. You ain't finna embarrass us in front of Madison. But once y'all saw this bitch wasn't going nowhere, that Madison had done got a hold of her and Madison had plans for her. Massam saw mammy potential. Massam said, "Oh, this looks like a mammy in the making. We could turn this into a trans Oprah Winfrey." Massam had plans. And when y'all saw Massam had plans, y'all said, "Oh, we love Madison. Oh, now we love her. Oh, we loves us the Massam. We loves us the Maddie now. Massam likes Maddie. Oh, we got to work with Maddie now because Massam done chose her." Bitch, like in the Wiz when the Wiz got on the mic and said, "The color is green. I want to be seen in green." Maddie became green, baby. She became the color green, bitch. The Wiz said it was the color green, bitch. And you hoes was here for it, bitch. The Wiz had changed the color to green, bitch. And Maddie was the color green, bitch. That's what happened. So the loyalty, all of y'all sitting up here trying to read her now, she did not become a gatekeeper because this is what the black community was rooting for. Yeah, a lot of black trans women stayed loyal to her because a lot of us have that sex work narrative. A lot of us, our origin story was sex work. And so a lot of the girls were loyal to Maddie because there was that connection, that sex work connection. But it wasn't the community that lifted her up to where she is. It was her strategic mind and how she moved. And we probably not gonna admit it, but it wasn't her. It was Giovanni. Giovanni was the one who was making them motherfucking moves to get her where she is now. Giovanni was the brains behind that machine. She was the talent. She was the talent. And she I mean she's boisterous, she's bodied, she doesn't mind being a glamazon, she's transparent, she's funny, she has a lot of talent, but it was people around her who was helping her to like navigate those twists and turns because when T.S. Madison first came on the internet, the black LGBT community wasn't, "Oh, let us praise Madison. Oh, let us worship the mighty Madison." It was not that. It was not that tease. It was, "Girl, if she don't take her ass back to doing motherfucking porn, don't nobody want to see this nasty shit." Like the black gay community was very shady towards her, especially the Butch Queens. But just like with other people, once y'all realized that girl wasn't going nowhere and that girl was here to stay and the algorithm liked her, that's when y'all started giving what y'all gave. So, for me, it's T.S. Madison is playing the game how it goes. I haven't had a chance to watch Armand Wiggins' take on this, but I could just about imagine what he's giving because let's be clear, he had beef with her before too, and it was for a similar reason, which why it doesn't surprise me that he took on this interview because Butch Queens love you, but bitch, you better put them on a pedestal too. Bitch, give me some shine. Let me be seen. I want to be in front of the camera. Yeah, you're here, but baby, your job is to lift me up. Your job is to put me on a pedestal. Period. That's what your job is. And we don't know that she bought that house out there in them woods off of her cozy coins. Because gatekeeping has its perks. We don't know what community members who are over hedge funds and grants who could potentially be funneling money into her brand for her to make moves for them behind the scenes because Miss Madison is well connected. So we don't know what girls who then got up in the position to where they're over multi-million-dollar grants. We don't know what girls over multi-million dollar hedge funds and multi-million dollar grants that are funneling money into her to make moves for them behind the scenes. We don't know if that money came from Cozy. Beyonce's barely making money off of streams. That's why she's a billionaire. And this woman just came off tour and get ready to go back on another tour. And then they talking about she doing another tour after that. Streaming ain't making no coins like that. It ain't the streams, baby. It's the tour. So I doubt she bought that house off of Cozy. I'm not going to say that it may not have been any other connections behind the scenes that could not have made it possible for her to have access to the funds to be able to close on a house. Again, being a gatekeeper does have its perks. Sometimes your name ringing bells, you being someone who is of a value to the industry. And there are girls who wants to sit at the table with you, girls who want to be considered a part of your circle, girls who move in stealth, that have access to funds, girls who are not as visible as her, but have made the type of strategic moves behind the scenes to be over massive amounts of money. That's the girlfriends that Madison has. Y'all sitting up here thinking that the money coming from the streams, understand that Madison is one of the cream of the crop girls in the community, and it's black trans girls who are over multi-million dollar budgets that are her sisters. Bitch, y'all shooting blanks in the dark. And what happened was y'all getting mad because y'all see the moves she making, but y'all don't know everything that's going into the moves. Y'all don't know everything that's going into the moves. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the whole play. But y'all will get it one day. That's all I want to give to this video. I ain't want to be on here forever. So the bottom line, the moral of the story is what you sow into, hey, that's what it looked like. Y'all sow into shallow, superficial, narcissistic, self-centered. And don't get me wrong, I've said this before. We're all a little narcissistic. We're all a little egotistical. We all are. But y'all so into motherfuckers who put that first. That's who they are first. That's how they show up first. It ain't no moderation. It ain't no I'm a fall back on that today. This is who they are first. Y'all put that first. Y'all love superficial, shallow, self-centered people who is really, really about themselves. And then when they show you that this how the fuck you get where you this how you have to move to get there. This is part of this is part of being a millionaire. This is part of being a billionaire. It means shitting on people. It means getting free labor when you could get it. It means dog, like y'all worship that because y'all want it. Y'all want to be like them. So don't get mad when they show you how to be like them. Fuck you think everybody, like, how do you think a person becomes a millionaire? How do you think people become a billionaire? You think they running around here healing the world, making a better place, sharing with everybody, treating everybody fairly, helping people up, putting people on. You think that's how you become a billionaire? You think that's how you become a millionaire? Child, let me get out this live. Anyway, down but now that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning. Iangani, Iyanko, Kalukalo, which means I'm a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Let me light this candle. I'm gonna light one candle for my ancestors. This candle is for all the little ones who got stepped on, who never got acknowledged. the ones we don't talk about, so we could, make false idols and stars out of people who really just playing in our face. So this candle is for the little person, the person that we don't see, the person that get overlooked, the person that gets stepped on, the little ants moving around in the grass outside, the little worms that's moving beneath the soil, the roots that's under the ground that you can't see. We honor you. We celebrate you. We thank you. Amen, a woman. Love y'all. Later.